Side note, did Halo have a railgun?
Yeah, the Warhog had a railgun attached.
Oh, the Warhog did. Okay.
It's actually the Warthog. Not the Common
Warpath.
but
the Warthog.
The Warthog.
But actually, it wasn't really a railgun. It was just a kind of a machine gun, wasn't it? They just called it the railgun.
I think
There's
a lot of settings call things railguns just because it sounds cool.
Okay, back to the role play.
Anyway, Jira is pointing a gun at you, Amix, and her voice kind of it crackles a little bit, and then you hear what was I gonna say? Sort of like, you know how like a little bit of auto-tune sounds makes her sound like a little bit inhuman. I mean, she's not human, she's an alien, but still. And she says, "Thanks for the info, loser." And then what do you do?
Does this count as Cedric getting bullied? Because I can cross that off my bingo list. But if this is like role play, I don't know if that like. What do you guys think?
This is. I would say this does not count as bully. This is like if my Sims got bullied.
That's true. That's true.
Cedric, could you? I mean, Lucia's making it seem like this person's not the original bartender, right? Something seems off here.
Well, talk to the character. Don't talk to Cedric.
Talk to the
Sorry,
hand.
Amex. With your special offers inside, consider the thing I just said.
Wait, Calvin just cut out, right?
Nope.
Wow,
No.
Immense, incredible.
No.
All right, Amex. You
All right, no. I'm gonna ask. What information?
Just ask.
Yeah, I said what information? I asked.
Okay. You asked that, and she kind of a little smile curls up on her face, and you hear a little crackle again, and she goes to pistol whip you.
Oh shit.
And
She should have brought a bigger gun. She doesn't know that he has a fucking gun blade.
We confirm Choybot is still by the jukebox doing his thing.
I'm high off my fucking mind.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Choybot is tripping right now.
Yeah, Choybot is totally incapacitated.
Oof.
Sorry, I didn't
So I
have
get
all my
pissed.
stuff ready.
So I get pistol whipped.
So you're about to get pistol whipped. Now you gotta take an action, right?
Yeah. So this is in your. So I linked the handouts. I finally made editable handouts, and I made a quick reference guide for all like the basic moves. Let me share my screen really quick so you can see them while you're looking them up.
Thank you. I will just look at your screen. Holy fuck, it's tiny as hell. This is an issue with my tiny phone. That's a better.
Go to the handbook and oh, he's dead.
Oh no, I see this.
So she is getting an alpha strike on you. There he is.
Oh fuck. Oh, I will.
Look really quick.
Oh.
I mean, we can step in to help him.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking deal. I'm gonna bring out my weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say, where did I put my dice?
I'm sorry. This is unfortunate because I would be rolling it, but I have to use my phone.
It's fine. Oh, dice.com is a company.
It's actually kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
I'm just gonna use it on my app. Fuck it.
Can't see it. We can't verify that you've rolled a dice.
That's true.
We're supposed to just take your word that he rolled it unlucky.
Yes.
I'm just whatever you want.
Sorry, it's taking forever. There we go. All right, so we are gonna roll. She's gonna roll an alpha strike, and she's an infiltrator, so she gets +1. That is a 7. So Cedric, roll 2 dice straight up. 2d6 straight up.
Oh. With what?
The app.
with anything that you can roll dice with. Hang on.
You could potentially also just.
Well,
find-
unfortunately, I
find
have to use
dice.
my phone. This is the issue, Phyllis. I don't know whether you caught that.
Well, no, you can use the. You're not logged into Roll20.
No, you can't
Yeah.
do it on his phone. Here,
I'm
Google has
Or-
it right here.
I can roll on his behalf on D20.
Oh, you can do that too if you want.
Yeah, do you mind doing that? I forgot my login and everything. So, yeah, do you mind, Phyllis?
So was it 2d6?
Yep, roll 2d6 straight up.
Nope, didn't work.
Just type in slash. Oh, you didn't do slash roll.
All right, so you tie it on a 7. That means that you. Okay, so she brings the butt of the little. I don't want to call it a blaster because that's stupid. Of the gun down on you, but you just in time are able to kind of parry her with. How big is your gun blade, Amex? Are we talking like Squall Leonhard or a little dagger?
Oh, my gun is no, it's
Also, while he's putting that together, to answer your question, Choi, the Warthog was a Gauss rifle, which uses an internal motor.
I could have sworn one of the Warthog attachments was like a railgun.
They
there's
call it the
one-
railgun.
Oh, they do call it the railgun.
Mm-hmm.
there was one that shot like literally like.
Cedric,
a
what is
railgun.
your gun?
No, didn't I answer?
Oh, you cut out. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I said yeah, it's like 3 feet long. How you asked for the size? It's like a rifle, but with
Okay.
3 feet. Oh, okay.
All right. So you
So-
definitely take it out.
okay.
I'll say that your history with these weapons and your proficiency with creating them as personally means that you know the feel, the weight, the every move of this weapon like the back of your hand.
Yep.
So you are able to swiftly kind of unsheath it and deftly parry her blow. She does clip you a little bit, and that keeps you off balance as you are trying to rise up. And oh, sorry, go ahead.
At this point, I'm going to use my quick draw ability
Mm-hmm.
and basically get the drop on her from behind, whilst Amex is pulling his blade out, whipping it around.
Okay.
And I believe I'm allowed to give Amex advantage for whatever he wants to do next.
Okay. Yeah. So in this game type, it would be instead of advantage, it's like you just give them help, and he gets to add the modifiers to his roll. But yeah, okay. So you are quick drawing. Are you actually trying to strike her, or you're specifically trying to help Amex? Jan.
She is frozen as the barrel is pointed right at her head, and I have intent to pull. So
Okay.
giving Amex the ability to stand up and get his shit together.
All right, you hold her within your sights. She kind of freezes. She's holding the gun by her side, and her voice modulator, as you've clearly sussed out, crackles up again, and you hear what distinctly sounds like sort of a a very gravelly male voice mutter to itself, "Well, fuck this," and the the blue betentacled begilled woman that was in front of you jams what seems to be a little glowing button on the side of her lapel, and she cloaks up.
Looking up, you mean this individual is now invisible?
She is not invisible, but she is transparent now. So it's you kind of, for a second, it takes your eyes about like a second or two to really adjust and try and catch where quote unquote Jira is, but she has already begun to get herself out of the way of your gun in an attempt to she is moving towards the back exit that Biryan had identified before you went into the room with Lux.
I'm gonna nudge, and Phyllis, I forgot the name of your character here, and implying that you need to get Choybot back and operational again from his fucking tripping balls high. We need him to.
I'm sorry.
to-
Has Steve been materialized yet? I forgot if he was materialized or immaterialized right now.
I'm kind of in the room. I'm actually gonna try to use unique movement to, I guess, coalesce near the cloaked person and try to like keep her from leaving.
Okay. So
Can
you
I?
need- Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I think I understand. Sorry, I'm just proposing. Let me know if that's not how any of those words are supposed to mean.
I was just gonna say, I am a weapons. I would also say like equipment specialist. Can I also like use like pull out my goggles that have ability to read voltage to detect, right? Because this is not a human, right? Because this is not a living being, right?
Well, it's not human. It's an alien.
Ah,
You don't know. You
fuck.
don't know who it actually is. But it's still the last appearance that you saw was kind of a blue woman with like gills on her head that looked like hair, sort of humanoid.
Phyllis, can you see this person, or you're just like it's a sense, or
All right, I'm gonna say Amex. Think really hard about what this woman looks like,
Damn
or
it.
what she looked like before she went invisible, and I'm gonna try to coalesce around her.
what happens if I have the ability to look? What about if I have like heat thermal?
Oh yeah, if you can see her,
Goggles.
just point at where she
Exactly.
is, and I'll go there. Yeah, that's
So
that's
then,
obviously
yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
The way you described
okay.
it, Cedric, was like,
Heat-seeking
when
goggles.
you're little kids and you're like, yeah, but you didn't hit me because I bent around the bullet.
Hey, this is whatever we want to make it, right?
That's
So,
fair.
Right,
This is
Okay. No, I like
Lucho. You can counter wherever you want, but I feel like, you know what? It's like I'm a 4-star general. Oh yeah, I'm a 5-star general. It's like, is it's whatever we make it.
I like the fiction, the idea of Steve telling you to try and visualize her. So let's say you don your heat-seeking goggles, looking around for where this person who was cloaked was. Because she moved towards the back, the crowds are a little dispersed around you guys. The music is still going, but people are understandably on edge after they saw somebody pull out a fucking gun. Actually, 2 guns, one the size of the Vader invader. And so you are kind of looking around at the back, and give me a 2d6 roll to scope it out.
Phyllis, I need your back.
Okay. 8.
That's an 8?
Yep.
All right. And that's an 8 plus 1. That's a 9, so that is a mixed success. let's say you pick out a shape that seems to be kind of not really, it's like quickly sort of slinking. They look much more fidgety than everybody else, and when you pull up your goggles, you see that they are kind of shimmery, and you realize that it's her, but she no longer appears to have that same like humanoid shape. Looks like that she is kind of grown much wider shoulders, shorter arms, and her head kind of has, you wouldn't say like kind of melted, where her jowls are kind of hanging way, it looks like it hanging way lower, as she looks back at you with kind of a concerned look on her face. And now you're looking at her. Are you trying to like point her out to Steve so that he can kind of cut her off?
Correct.
All right. So Steve, roll to act quick. Roll plus slick. So that's 2d6, and then add your slick modifier. Good evening.
Okay, I got a 10 with the roll, and then I get a -1 for slick.
Okay, so that's a 9. That's a mixed success for that.
All right. Mixed success is yeah, I think it takes longer than I expected to get there. So I start materializing, but it's going kind of slow since Amex has a hazy view of her.
Okay, yeah, I like that. So you kind of, because
I'm like hindering her a little bit, but like
yeah,
not.
it's because it's not exactly the person he was like the shape or like body person he was expecting. It takes a little longer for you to kind of pinpoint whoever this person is trying to get away, and you sort of materialize like halfway inside of them.
Yeah, I'm picturing I keep reaching for them and like trying to pull them back, and my hands kind of semi-slip through every time.
Okay. We'll say that this has you are successful in kind of slowing them down.
Yeah.
Because they are clearly not expecting a quantum ghost to try and kind of nip at their heels. But you, what's that, Troy?
I said Danny Phantom.
So both of you are left off balance. You kind of grab her by the ankle, or them by one ankle, and it pulls you both over, and you topple. And this kind of shimmering mass, it's kind of like TV static when it hits the ground, and you see a couple sparks kind of fly from that area on the lapel as this shape that Amex saw becomes solid, essentially. And you see that this thing also seems to have two sort of prehensile little mantis arms underneath where its like humanoid arms would be, and on its forehead is its green forehead, sort of like olive green scaly forehead. You see what looks to be a tattoo, a blue tattoo of what looks like a star or a sun symbol, and this thing whips around with the gun still in its hand and fires at you, Steve. And we'll say that this is we're going to say that because you only sort of materialized, this is going to be disadvantage for this person.
So do I? Well, is there like a roll to see if I die?
No, I'm rolling for him.
Okay.
And boy, did they miss.
That's nice.
So they that is a complete failure. That is almost their gun blowing up in their hand. They try and fire at you. They're very shaken by the fact that you kind of look like your face is kind of molding and like flowing, sort of. They can't really focus their eyes on your form, so they're kind of firing wildly. One of the rail bullets bounces off of the bar and hits the bouncer that was at the front of Lux's room, who is immediately pushed to begin to fire back at them, because why wouldn't you? And another one bounces off and grazes Choybot in the corner, right across the shoulder. And it doesn't hurt you, but it kind of gets your attention.
I snap out of my 2000 year 2000 iPod psychedelic high.
Okay, you're just coming out of the
Yeah,
ska phase.
my eyes are like rolled backwards. I was just like twitching out, but now I'm like whoosh, I'm like focused right back up, and I'm like, what the fuck? But like I'm an intellectual. That's my class, right? So I'm able to immediately assess the situation using my superior intellect.
Okay.
And I see where Steve has materialized, right? And I've assessed the situation. I use my EMP grenade to lob a grenade in that direction.
Okay. We'll get into the idea of what EMP might do to Steve at a later date after I take multiple quantum physics courses.
Wait. Steve is not a electrical creature, right? Like an electric-based or energy-based creature, right?
He's not, but I feel like a magnetic field would affect where the theoretical placement, the probability of where any fermions or any sort of particles would be.
I'll leave that to you as your final judgment, but I am an intellectual. I just want to remind you. And I assessed that it would probably not do any harm to Steve.
Yeah.
Actually, forehead.
Your fucking character is just the big sitting on my big brain meme.
But this guy has a cloaking device, railgun. He's pretty well armed, so the best way I've assessed to eliminate him as a threat is to lob an EMP grenade.
Okay. So Choybot...
I think it was just like a more contained. I'm thinking like in my mind, this is a more contained EMP grenade. Obviously, if this was a widespread EMP grenade, it would knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attempt to roll for grenade toss.
Right. Okay. So yeah, roll 2d6. Let's say roll plus. Just roll straight up, because we'll say that's a stalwart thinking about it move.
You think I roll anything less than a 12? Oh fuck! No! For anyone who's not on Roll20, I rolled a nat 2. I rolled the snake guys.
Oh, beautiful.
Is everybody else on Roll 20 right now?
Oh, I'm on there.
Yeah, all of us except for.
Yeah, how many of you guys witnessed that spectacular fail?
Oh
god. Oh god.
That's a 1 and a 1, baby.
It must be. It's guys. I swear, it's the iPods. It's not me.
Yeah, you're still feeling. Unfortunately, you're coming down from the effects still of your.
Look at this graph.
High. Yeah, you're looking at this photograph. You were coming out of, like I said, the third wave ska or very early 2000s phase. So unfortunately, the last thing that was left in your mind, in your processor, before you threw the EMP grenade was the phrase "pick it up," and you try and throw the grenade, but when your processor goes "pick it up," you kind of grip it, and it flies out of your hand towards the bodyguard who was aiming at this person who was this like spy son person, and it goes off and completely fries his gun. So he is he's like kind of banging it against his foot. He does the whole about to shoot, and it goes click. And meanwhile, Steve, you are still gripping to this figure who will go ahead and try and kick you off. Oh, excuse me. And that's gonna be a total failure. So you once again, Steve, you once again are very swiftly able to kind of phase in and out of these kicks. What is your what happens from your perspective?
Really just, yeah, like, I'm able to, some of the things that he's trying to kick at, just able to phase through him a little bit, still having a tough time grabbing onto him. Meanwhile, I'm getting more and more uncomfortable because I do not like physical contact. I'm hoping one of the other people can step in, slowing him down, doing my job here.
I tried.
Need somebody to knock him out, and then I can go back to being, mostly there.
Talk about is hooked on the ska.
Hooked on
let's
phonics.
see. Who has not? Let's see. Jan.
Yep.
Jan, are you? Yeah, Jan, Amex, Phil, Birion, because you are now here. You guys, what are you doing? What's going on while this is kind of playing out?
I am raiding the behind-the-counter bar area for cash and good liquor.
Bro!
Wow.
Murder hobo.
Wow.
Yeah, actually.
What else do you expect from Jan Michael Vincent?
I can't fight this cloaked being that like half the team's on
He's
right
not
now.
cloaked anymore. Get with the program.
I didn't notice. I was busy taking some money.
Manipulate. Negotiate towards danger. Yeah, we'll just say you're able to do that. Let's just say Jan's behind the bar currently, raiding the liquor cabinet, trying to get the top shelf stuff. Some of that
Cash.
green space vodka and some credits.
Can I roll to see if there's a clue back here as to who that person is, though?
Sure, yeah. Roll to scope it out.
No,
Can
wait,
you roll
hold on.
for me? Because I am honestly dealing with something in my kitchen right now that's not ideal.
Sure.
Okay, immediately following the response of that, I want to use, I'm looking at what appears to be an actions list. I want to use manipulate to try to yell at Jan Michael over there to help me the fuck out.
Okay, so
I guess, his clears first because he's actively looking at, I don't know,
Right.
things in a cabinet. But
So you make your manipulate roll, make your roll plus slick, which I think is minus
oh god,
one for you,
minus
Steve.
one.
Steve,
Yeah.
why are you doing things to try and talk to people and stuff? You're so not
I'm
comfortable
not
with that.
Good at things.
Let's say so meanwhile, Jan, you rolled an 11. So yes, you find back there excuse me. You find back there a what looks to be a communicator. It's like a wrist size, sort of the size of like a smartwatch. Just the face of it. It looks like it's been kind of broken up. But it does have that same blue sun symbol on it. And the screen, you can tell, is still like lighting up and getting power. You just can't. At this point, it's busted. And you can't do anything about it from there. You don't have the tools available.
I probably need Choybot to take a look at this, considering his large, big brain intelligence. At this point, I pocket that. I pocket the $40 next to it, and a handle of super gin, which is like gin. And then I start going over to Steve to help him out.
Okay, yeah, Steve rolled an 11, so he was able to convince
We
you to
need
go
a
over and help.
Jan Michael Vincent. Jan calling all Jan Michael Vincents.
So, Jan, you're going over to help. What are you doing to help?
So, I'm not well trained at this. I'm kind of just trying to push Steve back together. And that looks to be helping.
He's not helping.
He's
Okay.
He's not made of gack. Okay, yeah, you're.
Well, it depends
you're
on
kind
who's perceiving him, though, right?
Yeah. So you are, you're
So-
you're trying to like push Steve back together, and in doing that, you are incidentally focusing on Steve, which is making him more corporeal. And
Just for the record, yeah, I am a semi-materialized being trying to keep this guy from leaving. And Jan Michael Vincent walks over and starts pushing me. Is basically what I see is going on.
Biryan, because we unfortunately have not. I'm sorry we started without you.
It's okay.
What do you have anything you would like to do in this situation? I just like to
So-
imagine that up until this point you were in a fugue state.
Yeah. So, violence and bullets have proceeded, right?
Yes, some violence and bullets, mostly from this figure, this kind of mantis-y figure, and
So,
from Choybot, though not really.
okay. So I can only imagine as this happens, Buryan, half cat, half water creature, crawls up the wall like a weird lizard, weird cat lizard, his long tail and his robes, up into like either the rafters or onto a balcony, or is just clinging directly from the ceiling, because his main goal is to peace. Believes in peace in this violent situation, but he also knows that he needs to stay alive because he's not dumb. He gets
Right.
to a safe spot on the ceiling. Then can I use that power to manipulate him again? How many times can I use that? I
We'll
use
say
my
that.
suggestion.
Yeah, we'll say that you use suggestion already. That's discharged until you're able to rest.
Okay.
So we'll say that the combination of using it before and hurriedly climbing yourself to the rafters and getting to safety, you're a little too frazzled to use it again. You could always just, if you wanted to, you could straight up try and manipulate them.
Yeah, I was just looking at intimidate versus manipulate. So I guess can I use intimidate? Because I'm like 7 feet tall and kind of like commanding.
Sure. I'm going to say you can roll to intimidate, but excuse me. That is going to be, we're going to say -1. We're going to do, just the -1 because you don't believe in doing that. You're not like believing the shit that you're saying.
All right. Well, yeah. Shit. Maybe I should use manipulate.
I
I
will say
do
that manipulate is going to be -1 as well, because
It's fine.
I think manipulate is more meant to be a positive, like for people who have a positive disposition, and this person does not care for you.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try to manipulate the situation.
Okay.
I feel like that's more on brand with my character.
What do you want to specifically? What do you want to do? You want to talk to this person?
I'm gonna just offer him a ton of money, or like a percentage of like what we're
$40.
gonna make. I'm gonna offer him $40.
Okay. And I will. Yeah. Okay. You are prepared for that because Jan did get $40, 40 credits.
Yeah. Or
So
like
roll... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, or a share of whatever we make off of our next mission.
Okay.
It's like percentage-wise, money-wise.
Okay.
Um,
So give me 2d6 straight up.
Could be less than $40 though.
Two
What?
d6. What?
I rolled 2d6.
You rolled 3d6.
It says rolling 2d6.
And then it says 16, which is not possible.
Yeah, what?
We'll
Advanced
take.
dice roller.
Regardless, you would have gotten a full success with any permutation of those numbers.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, we'll say. What do you play this out for me? What are you saying?
I'm having a hard time because I wasn't here to know exactly how we got to the specific situation.
Oh, right,
So
right,
I'm-
right. Okay.
This much.
So as much as I can muster, hanging from the ceiling as a giant 7-foot alien with a tail, we'll pay you money to stop what you're doing.
Okay, so, this thing, this person, is still kind of, like, frantically trying to, like, wriggle on the ground and, furiously, like, trying to get Steve and Jan away from them. And, they hear you shout your ultimatum and look up, and their eyes kind of grow wide because holy shit, your gigantic cat. And they say, whatever it is, it can't be. Excuse me, goodness. Whatever it is, it can't be more than what the Suns are paying us right now. You can't pay me anything that'll keep me from this. We can actually control the nickel. And but he is, kind of, it's a, like I said, it was a kind of a male voice. So, he kind of has stopped like moving, and he's like focused on you. And you can tell that he is intrigued by your offer, but seems to have this kind of hang up. Sorry, everyone. Time out, because I gotta take a shit.
Uh-oh.
Right, while he's doing that,
You want us to catch you up with what happened?
just slightly.
So, like, it started off with a gun faced at me.
Okay.
That's how he ended it last time. And then, so, the person who was pointing a gun at me asked, like, thanks for the information, or thanks for the bad information.
Okay.
I guess that was what was implied. And then I asked, what was the information? Oh. Do you guys know what the answer was? The reply? Because I'm blinking.
Right around the time where Steve tried to materialize through him like a fucked up Danny Phantom kind of situation. And I lobbed the EMP grenade and then completely missed and hit one of the answers. I don't think we got to an answer.
Oh. Interesting.
Cool. So I didn't miss too much.
No.
I also picked up the communicator at the bar, $40 and some super gin.
Okay,
And
Yeah, while
Let's
we
hear
were fighting and getting shot at, Calvin was getting, Jan Michael was getting drunk in a corner.
I think he was around for the Jan Michael.
I wasn't drinking.
Stealing drinks for later.
Right.
the I guess enemy, whatever you want to call, can like go invisible.
Okay. He's trying to get away from us right now?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, so I just got him with my money question, so he's at least like stunned right now. So I think now would be a good time. We could probably stop him.
Okay, I'm back from the poop.
Wow, that was really
So
impressive.
fast. Holy shit. I mean,
Like literally, holy
literally.
shit.
Holy
my,
shit.
My
It's
Wow.
my digestive tract is just one straight PVC tube.
I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive.
You blow into my mouth and my ass will whistle.
Oh,
I
wow.
got IBS.
Was that the
I
plot,
paid the toilet,
wasn't that
I
the plot
washed it
of
away.
Human Centipede?
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, this person is kind of like they're not fighting back anymore. You can tell that they have some kind of a hang up. From what they said, it kind of clicks that the suns. There is some kind of sun imagery going on here between the tattoo, Jan, if you remember the little communicator thing, and them mentioning the suns. So it kind of sounds like this person is potentially under the thumb of some group.
Can I ask a question though?
Mm-hmm.
Are we the Suns?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I will say that none of you know what the suns are.
Right. I'd like to vote for us to start calling ourselves the Moon Dogs.
I vote yay.
That sounds like a vote that passed.
So our new enemies are the Suns for some reason.
Aren't they a basketball team? I feel like they're a basketball
are.
Oh,
team.
they are playing tonight.
Neptune's favorite.
What?
If we
Implying
can't pay
it's a
you as
space
much as
basketball
the
team.
Suns,
Yeah.
can we at least pay you enough to tell us what's going on?
He takes one of his like prehensile little mantis arms, and he kind of scratches the side of his head a little bit, like sort of like an emotion of rubbing his chin, while his two more humanoid arms are by where you would assume his hips would be. And he kind of looks up with sort of compounded gold and black eyes, and he smiles just a little bit and says, "Double it."
Sure.
Roll manipulate again. Give me manipulate +1.
Okay, 2d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it different this time. We'll see how that goes. Ooh.
All right, that's a 6. We're gonna say that is a mixed success.
Okay.
So he is still on the ground, and he says, "What did I'm sorry. What did you want to specifically know?"
Oh,
Actually,
what's going?
Let me ask this character. Done. But I'm getting out of here as soon as I can. You got 5 minutes. What do you want to know?
Mainly, like, who are the Suns? What do you want from us? And why are you trying to attack us?
And weren't you a woman like a second ago before you went invisible?
Yeah, weren't you a lady?
Hey, listen, man. It's current year.
What? Ask him what his pronouns are.
What are your pronouns?
Yeah. He looks up and he laughs a little bit. He kind of chuckles when you ask what the suns are.
Oh God.
And he says, "You don't know who the Blue Suns are? Is this your first time in the Tri?
Yes.
The whole galaxy?
Yep.
They
Okay,
run
so your
this area."
pronouns are they, them, and you're trisexual.
Trisexual.
Trisensual.
Spiritual, but not sexual.
So you're telling me that the Suns are 3 different people?
No,
There's
the
3 of them?
Tri is the Triangulum Galaxy.
Oh. Is the Suns a gang or is it like a family?
A family, a gang, anything smaller than try a corporation. Anything that you're doing around the Suns have a hand in it around here. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden from the Bronx.
I love it. I actually love it. wait. And one of the guys in the engine room, right? That was the engine room.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to say it, but I was not going
This
to
is
interrupt.
this is just space New York.
Yes. Awesome.
All my
We're in
accents
the
just come
tri-state
back
area.
to
Thank God.
just come back to Mario from the Super Mario Brothers shit.
Hey, I'm floating here. I'm floating here.
It's amazing.
Choybot sitting
Luigi,
on a bench.
you're a
Oh,
dog,
shit, the name.
Luigi.
You're a dog, Luigi. Mario. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Let me pull up my notes so I get this right.
What do the Suns want from us? Are they trying to stop us or just steal from us? I don't understand.
As you are saying this, you see this like mantis man thing. His eyes, like one of his eyes, kind of drifts over to the other side of the room where you guys were just meeting with Lux. And a split second later, his head explodes.
Well, fuck.
Well, it doesn't explode, but
Gets
God, excuse me.
Is
decapitated.
this like The Boys season 2 kind of like head explosion? Are we talking? Like, what's the scale of the explosion here?
This is Aquaros in the end of the first episode of Invincible explosion.
Oh, nice.
Spoilers.
No, he
It's not that bad of a spoiler.
one you
Huge
just
spoiler. He was one of my favorite
see-
characters.
one bullet hole kind of go through sort of to the left of where his forehead would be, like the center of his forehead, and he slumps over down onto Steve's arm, and you look over and Lux has walked over, is holding their blaster kind of level with this thing, and says he wants to come for the satellite and all the minerals on it, all of the nickel. He's trying. He's clearly a spy for the Suns, which I'm astounded you people don't even know who it is. But if there's anybody who's going to try and strike during the time that the satellite and the borehole are weak, it would be now. They're clearly trying to mount some sort of scout or something to try and follow you guys in. That's the only thing I can think of for this. And the fact that you almost got killed for it. And Lux kind of shakes their head and leans up against a wall with two of their legs up. Who is this? Miggs Mayfield? Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, sorry about the first post. Yeah, so Bill Burr is a character in Mandalorian, and for a little while there, his character's Wikipedia page said he was from Space Boston because he didn't change his accent at all for the whole show.
Fitting.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. Lux was just telling you guys about the spy.
Yeah, something about a satellite and a boring company or something.
Right.
Space Elon, something like that.
Yeah. Space
Fucking-
lithium.
Just deal with space Seattle douches.
So I walk over to the body and I just start searching it for other things. I find an additional $40, and I roll to, I guess, to find something interesting.
Okay. You don't have to roll. You don't find really anything of interest. Just couple extra clips of ammo. It looks like hidden in one of their shoes. The $40 and fake ID that was part of their disguise as Jira, it looks like. And that's really it. It looks like this person who, whatever they were doing, if Lux is telling the truth, which it seems like they have really no reason to lie to you, it seems on the surface, they were purely obfuscating their identity and meant to be more of like a scout.
I start playing around with the cloaking device and find it has no effect on me, and I think that's hilarious.
You see me now?
Can you see me now?
Huh? Huh?
Can you see me? Yeah, you can still see me. Can you?
Everybody, people kind of start paying attention to you while you're playing around with it, and it gives you a quantum headache.
Yep, and then I just kind of go back to being slightly visible without use of the machine. I was gonna go.
I would like to grab the machine and toss it back over to Jan Michael. I feel like he'll make the best use of a cloaking device.
Yeah, seems good.
Place it in my pocket.
Yeah, go ahead. It is also, you saw that it started sparking when they hit the ground. They kind of came down hard on it, so it is also broken.
After it almost starting a fire in my pocket, I throw it to Choybot and say, how long do you think it'll take to fix it? No, Choi, you there?
Wait.
I'm assuming your intelligence, you could fix something of this.
I am pretty intelligent. I'm looking at the correct move to use here for this. I have the study bug movement, which says in 3 to 5 days' time I can study any piece of equipment or phenomena, and that allows me to ask Lucho if I have a successful roll, anything that I desire regarding it.
I will. What did you say? You were a expert in.
I'm just an intellectual. You
Programming.
don't understand.
Gonna use that at work. I am an intellectual. I will figure it out.
We'll say that you are able to kind of take a look at it, and it is not exactly your wheelhouse because it doesn't seem to be made specifically for human physiology. But if you work on it, we will say that you are going to be able to fix it to an extent, and that extent I will decide at a later date.
Okay. Give me a few days then. My forehead starts pulsating, and I say it's big brain time.
You have 4 heads?
Okay. So, Lux looks up at you, Birion, and says, if you jokers are done hanging around, it seems like time is now of the essence. Maybe get back to the ship and get on it. And they turn around and walk towards their room again.
Walking.
Can I ask why we're gonna get on this? Has anyone wronged us from the Suns? What's going on? What?
This was Lux is referring to the sort of contract that they gave you last session.
Oh, the contract. Right.
Mhm.
Sorry. Object
okay.
permanence. It's an issue.
Calvin definitely does not have object permanence. Yeah. So, and Lux walks back, and the bouncer whose gun is still very much busted goes in with them and shuts the kind of frosted force field behind.
Ooh.
Is it frosted force field kind of like frosted flakes?
Yeah, and but the best part is you guys can see why kids love the taste.
I'm sorry, Lucha. I'm getting confused with
You're
cereal.
mixing it up.
I'm sorry. I'm mixing up the. God damn it! I'm in two worlds. I can't handle it.
Who let him listen
Lucha
to
is running
2000
another
Alt Rock
D&D
for that
campaign
long?
that's cereal based, and now I'm just confused. I'm sorry.
For
I'll
a
shut my
split
mouth.
second, Steve turns into Tony the Tiger.
Cody, it's good enough.
Let him smoke 2 iPads. Let him smoke 2 iPads.
Oh,
not
yeah,
gonna be
I'm just gonna
responsible for the high
smoke some
road rot.
iPods to like chill out. You know what I'm saying?
I smoke
Like mellow
2
out.
pounds at night.
Alright, to the ship, everybody. Let's go. Grab your booze, grab your cash, grab some ass, kick it.
Gas, grass, or ass, baby.
Can I roll to see whether I can grab Calvin's ass?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with
Is that a bingo board?
that's on the bingo
That's
board,
not,
babe.
that's not a bingo board. That's not a bingo board. That was really specific.
We'll say that is that's when you support a crew member's efforts in an action. No, we're gonna say that's roll 2d6 plus 1 because you were an expert at grabbing ass.
I love you. Can you help me out?
That's 6. That is a failure.
Oh.
So Cedric, are you outside?
You can hear crickets?
We can hear the crickets.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, it's not distracting. It's just only when you talk you can hear it in the background.
Oh, that's actually really funny.
You go to grab Calvin's ass, Jan Michael Vincent's ass, and what does Jan Michael Vincent do? Does he kill you?
Dan Michael's here for the people. I adjust for his poor aim and center my ass for him.
All right, look at that teamwork, friends. Teamwork. All right, so you are successful. Add +1 to ass.
Nice.
And you guys get back on the ship. And once you're on there, Kaylin Tran greets you as the yeoman of the ship, and she brings up the holo screen that you saw before and says, while you guys were out, Lux sent a dossier, and it looks like it really has all the information you might need here. Do you guys want to listen to it?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
She pulls up the holo screen, and a bunch of maps, like 3D kind of maps, show up. And on the diagrams you see a planetoid. If you were looking at a 2D map, it would be kind of northwest of here. And the planetoid is labeled Erasmus. And around it looks to be circling something labeled Borehole Galactic R&D Satellite. And the Celestial Stasis Directorate, the whole sort of normalcy body in the galaxy, contracts Borehole Galactic to mine for any material on any planet that they are able to deem under their control, under their jurisdiction. In this case, within the last 10 years, Erasmus was found to be a major source of what's called Q-ball bonded nickel-62, which is the most stable element in the known universe. And
Lucho, can we actually have Choybot explain this using his intelligence?
please go ahead, intellect.
No, go on.
Uh,
Why would I be explaining this? Right. This is like what. This is the. Okay, let's keep going. Ignore Jan Michael Benson. He has no idea what. He has no idea how this works.
He's drunk.
Note that there's an awkward silence as we look around. Okay.
I'm sorry. Is Steve still Tony the Tiger?
No, it was only for a split second. One Choybot frame, not long enough for anyone else to notice.
Oh. I was just like, it's just the perfect setting, you know. One dude grabbing another dude's ass, Tony the Tiger watching from the corner. But Lucio, sorry.
It's okay. So the in technical terms, Q-ball bonded nickel-62 is the most stable element in the galaxy because it is a Q-ball which emits antimatter. It is in perfect balance with itself, and that means that it is very rare and very powerful. Excuse me. Unfortunately, this rare, powerful, and valuable mineral is currently at risk because, as it's showing the scroll, it zooms in onto the satellite that is orbiting Erasmus, and you see that part of it is pink. It seems to be kind of sharp cleavage gemstones. And the scroll continues over top. It says, the satellite is currently at risk of suffusing pink tourmaline throughout Erasmus. It is sinking currently under the weight of this mineral that has just been growing out of control on the R&D satellite, causing its weight to increase beyond the capability of its thrusters, anti-grav. I didn't think that through, but excuse me. Good. Google Drive, good. My notes just went blank. Awesome. Very good. The scroll says, it is currently unknown as to the origin of this pink tourmaline. It appears to have unusually perfect cut, unusually perfect cleavage. No, I will not wait for this page to come back. Thanks. Sorry. Now everything's broken. It's all gone terribly wrong. I'm just gonna open up my phone. Blah 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 blah. Oh God, there we go. Okay. Did I mute? Did I fucking freeze? Oh my God.
Streaming now.
I am
It's
fucking
Wednesday.
profoundly upset.
I'm sorry.
Lucio.
How? Where did it get to? in the explanation?
The crystals. Well, someone asked. The ship is getting heavier because the crystals are growing.
Yes.
Right?
It was me, Barry. I asked about the crystals.
I asked.
Half my fucking
Sorry.
computer froze.
Oh, it sucks.
Only half.
Oh,
Only half. For some
Ask
reason,
Choybot
a
to
lot
look
of my
at it.
stuff is still available.
Huh.
So yeah, Steve. Steve. Asked. So the satellite is mining for the cue ball, and then there's a pink tourmaline growth on it that's out of control and is going to cause it to crash because it's heavy.
Kaylin.
Is that?
Kaylin looks at you and says, well, she looks around you, and it appears so. The rate and the propagation of the crystal isn't known. Like, the rate of growth and rate of propagation of the crystal isn't known. But the way that it's been growing and the specific the specific perfection of certain crystals and the perfect cleavage of certain crystals has us thinking that if it reaches the planet, there is a possibility that it grows into the planet as well.
Oh.
And we can't afford anything messing up, anything encroaching on that mining operation. Now, because you guys, as you know, the CSD is not going to interfere with this because, and then the screen clicks to the second page, which shows that same sun figure that you saw in multiple places in the last scene. She says, because the blue suns, it seems, are trying to mount an incursion into the satellite itself. We keep a lot of R&D projects up there with our second best director, Lucas Donaldson, is up there working on everything. He is the only one that seems to have stayed behind in the evacuation, which leads us to believe that the Suns are specifically going after him and whatever he might have back there. You guys have to go and see what the fuck is going on, and you have to not die in the process. And if you kill any blue suns along the way, that's great too. And she kind of looks over at Birion and she coughs and says, or peacify them.
Yeah, I feel like we should go to the satellite.
All right.
I can't operate the controls though. I never learned how.
Oh, it's okay. Choybot hooks up to wait, wait, I guess we should get a consensus on whether we want to go to the satellite first.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
I
on
spread
board?
my peace all over the place.
Can we stop by?
Drunk.
Can we stop by Space In and Out on the
He
way?
hasn't been drinking in a while.
Jan?
And
Jan,
Oh,
you
never
Jan's
mind.
perfectly good with Choybot driving this thing into
Jan
that
Michael hasn't
satellite.
been drinking in a while. Jan Michael is actually going through withdrawal.
But Jan Michael does say we have to call ahead to make sure there's not another Jan Michael in that quadrant.
That's
Every
actually a
time
good
I see
point.
Jan Michael, I just think of George Michael. This is just the Arrested Development.
Yeah, so somebody make sure there's not another Jan Michael in that quadrant. You know what the jurisdiction is.
Actually, yeah, MX George Michael's right. Can you call ahead and just let them know that we're coming?
Wait, who's calling?
Jan Michael can't call ahead for this.
Yeah.
You
I'm
call
wondering-
ahead, and there are whoever. Which one of you is gonna call?
I don't like interacting with people, so if somebody could do it for me, that'd be cool.
I vote Jan Michael. Oh no, I vote.
Hey,
Great.
I
Oh,
vote
MX
the cat.
Wait.
All right. I'll make the call.
Wait, we're
Great.
making a call to verify whether there's another Jan Michael in that quadrant. I love it. I love it. Do it.
Hey, I just wanted to call ahead, make sure we don't have any other Jan Michaels in that quadrant before we enter that quadrant. As long as we're cleared for Jan Michael quadrants, we'll be arriving at 0400 hours.
You dial out, and as you're saying that, an automated message starts playing. That is just an what sounds like the emergency alert, little tweets, little chirps, and then it says, "There is an evacuation warning in progress. Please evacuate the satellite to your nearest safe destination." And this message will repeat, and then it plays it again.
Oh,
Choibot, is there any
do you
way
know
that
that
you could
machine?
tell the ship to go a little bit faster? Because it sounds like we don't have much time to get John Michael into this quadrant
John
and
Michael.
then back out of this quadrant.
Choibot. He's dead.
Having sex with the computer.
Choibot interfaces with Alexa, and you guys agree to set a course for the borehole satellite orbiting Erasmus.
Can I roll? Can I roll to see how well I interface with Alexa?
Yes, roll 2d6 plus 1.
Why the +1?
Because you are.
Oh yeah, that's why. Okay,
proficient.
+1. Oh fuck, shit. Roll 2d6. Mediocre, but what does that do for me?
You interface with Alexa, and how does Choibot have a line that he likes to use?
Oh man, I should have had a punny zinger ready for this. Fuck.
You don't have a punny zinger, and that's your mixed success.
Oh. But was it good?
And she says, "For you, maybe."
What?
Ooh.
Oh wait, this doesn't sound like a mixed success at all. This sounds like a complete failure. That's what a 9 out of 12 gets me. Okay.
That's a mixed success. You got to fuck the robot or the ship.
Yeah, I guess I got laid. Okay. Well,
And the Alexa kind of if she had eyes, she would roll them, and says, "Engaging hyperdrive. Destination Erasmus." And you feel the ship start to rumble a little bit, and as soon as you blink, if you blink, you are rocketed out through space.
rocketed.
And because my computer is currently throwing a shit fit, we will call it for tonight.
So we're
All
headed
right.
for satellite.
Headed for Erasmus. Good. I like how I thought I had to try and record this session and stream